Hey everybody, it's the Wargaming Guy, and welcome to No Retreat, the Russian Front. This is a brand new game. It's in early development. You can get it on Steam, and the first thing we're going to do is take this great music they've got and just turn it off, because it usually just annoys me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We should probably, is that the resolution they want? Apparently it is. I'll leave it there and see what happens. Hopefully this will turn out well for us. You can see these are the settings that you've got, and then you can just hit home or hit go back, and there we are. So No Retreat's an interesting game because it's actually something that I've wanted to see happen for a long time, and I don't know if I ever did a rant about this on the channel. I kind of think I did, but I don't remember. When you've done as many videos as I have, you don't remember them. But because this game, this PC game you're looking at here, is actually being ported over from a, well, that's interesting, from a board game that's been around for quite some time. Let me show you that. I'm not sure if we can. Yeah, we can. That's it. Okay, so it's not as big as I was hoping, but anyway, you can see here's the board, and there's the box and all the rules and the counters and all that good stuff. And a few years ago, I started actually getting back into board games, not to play them, just to kind of see what was going on, because, of course, I started wargaming back in high school with D-Day. Yes, the Avalon Hill D-Day back in the 60s. That was me. And the games, of course, have come a long way since then, but with the death of SPI, who I was a loyal strategy and tactics survivor. I'm sorry, I cannot talk this afternoon. And Avalon Hill and all, I kind of thought the wargaming industry was dead, but actually, thanks to the internet and, GoFundMe and stuff like that, Kickstarter, it's alive and well. And this game has been around for a while, and it is definitely a welcome, because right now, before this popped up on my screen and I was aware of it, the only real strategic level Russian campaign game that we had was Strategic Command, if you just didn't play the Western Allies or something, but that isn't the same thing at all. And I really wish we had several different PC games of the Eastern Front to look at it from different points of view, and that's exactly what you have here. So as you can see here, you can save your game, you can play multiplayer. You looked at the settings. Here's the rules and tutorial. I've been through right up to, I've done all these. I haven't done the rest. I will before we actually play. We're not going to play an actual game today. I'm just going to take you through some of this so that you'll be familiar with it. Most units in the games, for example, have step losses. This is like the last time. Yeah, it's going to load slow here, because it is. Once it's loaded, it seems to go faster. There we go. So yeah, here's the map. We'll look at that more in a minute. Units with special blah blah blah. Units can suffer losses or leave the map. Obviously, if a unit has 2 steps on its stronger side, it is then flipped to the weaker side. For example, 6-4 becomes a 4-3, and if the 4-3 needs to take another loss, it's gone. It's wiped out. There you go. Select the highlighted land unit, which we're going to say is this guy. And then you can see here, 3rd tank. And let me get this. Yeah, if you flip it, yeah, it's the same thing. And then over here, the supply path. If you want, I don't know if you can see that, but it's supplied by this town. So anyway, that's just an example of the step losses in the game. A shattered unit's removed from play. It may freely re-enter the play during the next friendly reorganization. If you're eliminated or destroyed, you got to play a card, which we'll get to in a second, because this is a card. Yeah, if it's not a card-driven game, it's certainly a card-influenced game. And you'll see all that. So let's just get rid of all this. And yeah, see if we can go back. Oh, yeah, these are Look at all the different things there. That's the end of that. So now we're going to go back to the main screen. Yeah. So they do have cards in the game. And remember, this is early access, so there's a whole lot of stuff that's going to be changed and improved upon. And from what I've read, cards is going to be one of them. They haven't really gotten too deep into developing that. Cards can be played two ways: by playing one of the events written on the card, or by using it as coin to pay for organization changes, which we'll have to look into that later. Each player has his own set of 43 cards. The number of cards in each hand is displayed on the top banner. And select the deck button to access your own hand. So here's the deck button. I assume it looks like I've got 3. This, by the way, is the victory points, in case you're wondering. Yeah. So here we go. You got the backhand blow, which I could just, or elastic defense. If this was 1943 before Kursk, we might want to do that. General staff, add 1 movement point to all your units by clear weather, draw 1 card, or play to support an Axis attack, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. 15 cards have a red barred 45 number in the upper right-hand corner. These will be removed from the deck and hands in 1945. So these guys won't be around. This one still will be. 10 new cards will be shuffled into the deck. Some cards have an initiative symbol, Axis or allies. Events on the card may only be played when the side that side has the strategic initiative in the game as provided by the scenario. This information, some of this, obviously, it's early, so we're going to have to shape up the English a little bit here. This information may be retrieved at any time with a right-click long press on the card. So if I right-click, there we go. Now, how we get rid of it, I'm not sure. There you go. At the beginning of the turn, you must discard down to 2 cards, then draw 4 cards from your deck. This number will evolve along with the scenario rules. Select 1 card in order to keep 2 cards in hand, then validate. All right, we're going to, just for kicks, we're going to do that. We'll validate. Okay, and then we get some, oh, look at that. Anti-Bolshevik Crusade. Luftwaffe support, yes. We'll talk about that in a minute. You're not going to see much of the Luftwaffe in this game directly. Ersatz units. The text describes when the event may be played. A green halo surrounds the card in hand that is colored in green as well. A green halo surrounds the card, and the hand size is colored in green as well. So I guess, like, this would not be, we're not able to play because it's not green. I don't see any green guys, so not looking good for us. Mandatory events must be played before going to the next phase. Their card is, so we do have to do this. We would have to play this guy whether we want it or not. The Anti-Bolshevik Crusade. Alrighty. Select a mandatory card, press the button to play the associated event. Play event. Okay. The event is immediately resolved. The card's discarded. The game state is then saved, and this action cannot be canceled. There's no information given on the number of cards into the discard deck. You cannot inspect your own deck or discard. End of this tutorial. Okay, so you can see there's some depth in this thing. So now let's, you can also go to tables here, which I have not done. But here you go, the good old combat results table. Now, if you have or even now do play board games on tables with physical stuff, then of course this is something you look at many times during the game. But for us, just computer gamers, we don't even think about this very much, or at least not a lot of the time. So there you go. So there you go. And this is, I don't know what that means. I don't want to download it. That's what it looks like it means. It says 1 of 2. Oh, do we go down here for? I don't think so. So I'm not sure how. Well, okay. There's the Soviets have a different table. Look at that. Again, they're building into the system a lot of things that make a big difference. So that's combat. You got terrain, which is fairly self-explanatory, I think. And weather, clear, mud, snow, long winter, which of course the Russians will hopefully on their part get in 41. Standard rules, and then there's the PDF, I assume, of the rules. So here you can get straight to the rules, like right here if you want to. And bam, there they are. And then just go back if you want to. So lots of ways to get into this and to learn all about it. So settings, rules, feedback if you want to give it, obviously. Remember, early access game. So let's take a look then at the scenarios in the game. You got, of course, Barbarossa, Case Blue, Operation Saturn, which is interesting, Citadel, Bagatron, or however you say it, Bagration, and then NA Berlin. I don't know what the NA is for, but somebody I'm sure will tell me someday, and the full campaign. So let's just start with Barbarossa. We're not going to really play it, but I just want to look at it. I have to select the type of game. I forgot. You have solitaire play. That's like you and another person, or you and yourself, or the AI, or the online. So I'm going to play the Soviet. Is that what I clicked to go? No. Am I missing the obvious thing right in front of my face? Probably. Yeah, we'll just leave the balance the way it is. Modules. All battles are, yeah, we're just going to leave that off. I don't want to go back. I want to go forward and play this. Well, wow. Okay. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I don't understand. How could that not be like the simplest thing in the world? And I'm not seeing anything here that really is going to help me either. Okay, Soviet Axis. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Okay, now you can zoom in, of course, using your mouse. You can get down that close, which is pretty nice. The first thing that I noticed about this, yeah, if you just left click on the map, you can move it around. The first thing I noticed about this was the paucity of units on the map. There's not a lot of units here. Now, obviously, you're going to get more, particularly the Russian side, but this and the scale of the map's the second thing. Look where Berlin is. Berlin is up here. It looks like it's nearly on the coast. Warsaw's here, 3 hexes from it. Well, no, that's from Posen. And then, yeah, Berlin. And, it took me a second to realize what they'd done. They'd actually, which when you're building a physical game is more important than it is for us electronic people, but they've actually just pivoted the map. If you look at Strategic Command and most other games that they have Eastern Front on them, the bottom of the Black Sea is going to be roughly parallel to the bottom of the screen, but it's not here. You notice they twisted it that way. They can have all this stuff here on a very small map. This is a very high-level strategic game. And so you're not going to see things like, anti-tank guns and cannons and all that stuff. You don't have, you'll notice, any air units or any naval units that we see at the moment. That's a fort, by the way. You can get up on it with that. So just, I think if I right There you go. He's gone. And so this is where you start. And you'll notice that there's not much here for the Russians. But remember, each turn in this game is a month or more. I'm assuming the winter turns are going to be a couple of months long. So you don't have as much time as you might think to get to Moscow if that's where you're heading. So the way they've got this set up, Army Group North, Army Group Center is kind of interesting because they have these guys back here. So you can come help Army Group South with like either one of these stacks, or you could just say, we're not going to mess with it. We're just going to go ahead and throw everything up here and drive for Moscow. So it gives you strategic flexibility. And of course, down here, there's not much either. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'm not sure how you get to the unit, or do I just click it? No, unless there's two. That's 1st Panzer. Yeah. Oh, this here, 6th Army. Bingo. Okay, so that's it. When you click a hex, you can come down here. The stacking unit is 2 for the Germans. The Russian stacking limits shift as you go on through time with different kinds of units later in the war as they develop their ability to fight more than you can actually stack differently. So I won't get into all the details there, but there you go. So there you go. So you got 2nd and 3rd Panzer. This is 17th Army. Notice that. 3rd Panzer, 2nd Panzer. And up here we got the 4th Army, the 9th and 16th Army, and of course the Panzer Group. So there you go. Now, obviously, because I clicked the Germans, these are the German side, and you can move by either just clicking like where you want to go here. That's tinted. You notice the green tint. Let me zoom in a little and pull this up so we can see it better. So if I do that, let's try this. No, let's not try that. I thought you could just click them, but maybe I'm wrong. You could definitely grab and drag them, but I'm wondering if... Nope. One more try. Yeah, so you just drag them. Except when you don't. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. There. So like these guys... Nope, you got to drag them. And you have to wait till the green is showing. That's interesting. Okay, so now I'm hitting here we go. It does move with the mouse. It's a little sluggish, but that's okay. So you'd probably want to, bring this guy down here so nobody counterattacks. And of course the big question is, what do you do here? And we're going to take the 9th Army and pull him right there, because we can surround this guy. Now he's surrounded. Notice that his supplies cut off. This is zones of controls, of course, do that. So let's see. Let's put you there. Put you there. Why aren't you going there? Come on. There you go. And you don't get any movement after combat. So it's not like you can attack, blow a hole, and then these guys can race through. No. You move, you fight. You can advance after combat, which we'll see in a second here, but that's it. So we want to hear this guy is 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to 1. And because we're attacking the panzers, I think we get another shift on the combat results table. So we're going to bring you here. And just for kicks, we are going to assign him to the Southern Army Group South, as historically happened, and not throw him up here. Couldn't get into combat anyway, so there you go. Now, I have not played. This is the first time I've moved units, so I'm not sure exactly what happens up here. But you'll also notice that Finland's not in the game. So if you have dreams as playing the Russian and conquering Finland, yeah, no, it's not happening. Okay, go to the next phase. Select hexes to attack. All right, we're going to attack him, and we're going to attack him, and we're going to attack him. And we are not attacking him because over a river, those odds are ridiculous. Check. Go to the next phase. You must strive to assign at least one unit per targeted counter. Okay. Am I supposed to attack? Oh, I'm... Okay, go away. So now I have to do my attacks? I'm not... Okay, everybody, I'm back. I had to restart this, do a little research, and I was missing one little thing, which in this game can get you in trouble. So you got to pay attention to your P's and Q's. Okay, here we go. This is the combat. I'm going to select the hexes I want to attack, obviously here and here. And yes, that little black caret mark there on the corner means he's out of supply. The zones of control have surrounded him. And this guy, we are not, I say again, not charging that these guys 2-1 over a river. No way. All right. So now unit allocation. Okay. So what do? We click this. Then this is what I didn't do. We click attack. And then I make sure. Hello. Nope, that's not helping me. The double click on this doesn't always seem to work, but I see I don't know if they're selected or not. Doesn't look like it to me. Okay, well, we may come back to that if that's possible. No, it's not. We're still here. I wish they just would let you click on them separately and say attack, but they don't. That would be something, if I were in charge, I think I'd consider doing. Crap. Well, all right, we're just going to go with it because I don't see what else I can do here. Yeah, I got that. Okay, so him. Do I have to do this first and then do it? I don't see. See, that's what they need to do. 'Cause I don't see that any of these guys are like attacking. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's find out. Yeah, they're not assigning for some reason. Okay, so we're gonna go attack. They look good to me. But now, how do I get out of this guy then? Okay, I do this. Ah, that's it. They're all colored the right color, so that's fine. So then I come down to here, and I do attack. I got to slow down. I play fast normally, which is not always a good thing. Okay, I'm not doing this right. Attack. I got it. Good. See if that worked. It did not. I don't get this. What am I doing wrong? Okay, I'm gonna select you. No, I want... What? No. Somehow... There. See, that looks to me like... But now it's not. Why does that happen? Okay, well, I got part of the answer here, but apparently I don't have the whole thing. There. There. How come that's... I'm not double clicking on them. Okay, let's play this out and see how this works. See, it's not turning green. Oh. Nope, it's not working. Attack. All right. But see, they won't turn green. Why not? I don't get it. Okay, I did something, and I probably didn't even know what I did to make that happen. Yeah, I don't care about the supply source. Nope. It's not working. The only place it's working is here. Help. Yeah, that's not going to do it. If I do this... It does not make much sense to me. They're not going to let me move ahead. Yeah, because I can't even seem to get one selected. So this game is apparently a little more tricky than I thought. By the way, this is the support tokens you can put into an attack. We're not going to use any of those. Yeah. See, this doesn't seem like I'm selecting anything. So I'm going to try and select. But I'm not selecting here either. Trying to figure out the order in which I do this. Nope, I can't do that. It's not. Okay, I can do that, but that doesn't help either. Crap. This is really confusing. Yeah, go away. So I don't get it. If any of you get it, I'd I wish you were here now. I'm sure it's something simple, but obviously we don't want to flip them because that makes them weaker. Cancel it. There is an attack on that? There's not on this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, these two I don't. Oh, we're just gonna play through. They probably won't let me though, will they? No. So somehow you got to figure this out. So it's obviously something I am going to need to work on. I wanted to show you an attack, but apparently that's just not going to be possible. They might want to look at making this work a little smoother. Because this just ain't working. That's all there is to it. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to want to do anything. Jiminy Christmas. See, it's weird when I move the mouse, the background color shifts. There's no way to like select this. So if you had a little button here that said select, you could just click and make sure you're selecting it, but you're not. Well, guys, there. Come on. What did I do that I didn't? It's got an attack. We're just going to go if they'll let me. Oh, no, they probably won't. Let's see. Yeah. Because I can't seem to get this guy to get anybody to attack him. See, it should. You'd think it would do this here. There, that's green. And then go to the next phase. These attacks are not going to go very well. 1, 2, 3. Resolve battle. I don't want support. How do I move past that? I guess I just click this. Here's the die roll. Or retreat Soviet. So he retreated. Now, advance after combat. So we're going to bring you here. And you guys get nothing because you didn't participate in the attack. Resolve it. Yeah, none. Just do it. And they retreat. So we're going to put you here. We're going to put you there. Put you right there. And finally, we have none. So let's just move on. Die roll. I need a big die roll. Probably eliminate units like draw. Oh man, how's that for suck? But then again, I couldn't get all my guys to attack him. So there you go. So that's combat. Sure, we'll play that. Why not? And that's that. So that's just a little bit about the game. I'm going to be looking over the rules again, playing around with it, and maybe tomorrow. But maybe not till the next day. Anyway, as soon as I can, we're going to get a game out on this. Just a kind of a test game. Probably do Barbarossa for that before I really seriously settle down into a scenario. So there you have it, everybody. It's looks like once I master this, there are intricacies in these rules. So don't think this is a beer and pretzel game. It's not, but I do think it's real elegant in what it's trying to do here with very few counters, and everything you do counts. Really important. So we'll see how it all plays out in the coming days and weeks ahead. So until next time, this is the Wargaming Guy, and yes, you can get this on Steam right now in early release if you want to. Just search for No Retreat. You'll find it, and it's right there, and you can pick it up. Till next time, take care, everybody. Let me know what you think of this, and I will see you later.